Yeah. Never dispose of the pen, I'm at it again, we close to the end. The older I get, emphatic I am. They try to pretend, they try to be friend, wreak havoc instead. Look at the trends, can't comprehend my dramatic ascent. I'm heavenly sent, they try to condemn. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the man. Yeah, different vision but the same goes. Big collision off the main road, that's the beaten path where my brain goes. Felt the devil's wrath off my halo. Hella stones, no Thanos. Hella gold, no rainbow. This is hella genius in my brain lobes. Hella gross as far as revenue goes. Bought me a net for these Benjamins though. You not a threat, you an enemy though. Broke me a sweat, killing enemies slow. Body offset, all these feminine flows. Hardly upset, but you testing me though. All of these stats are depressingly low. Why your girl think I'm a specimen though? Drones and them perks is my medicine though. There's no comparison, black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all, niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send in my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, cop me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Drop the investment in Silicon Valley. All this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they breaking the chassis. King of the grass like I'm Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors at labels is testing.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
I'd like you to meet somebody. This is my mother.
Well, this is just lovely. I had a neighbor confront me for using the women's restroom.
Like, this is a dude with a legit fucking, like, not even a 5 o'clock shadow. That's like an 8 o'clock shadow.
I'm so fucking triggered.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
Emotional damage!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 2475 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swoley, back with another episode. Today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you as powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flex and all you beef.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
What's going on, fam? Welcome to 2475, Tuesday, February the 14. Welcome to the fucking show. Drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? This is a live stream. We are going deep. Make sure that you are hitting that thumbs up on YouTube. Everyone right now, hit that fucking thumbs up. Thank you so much. Far too kind. Far too kind.
And that's the way, I like it. Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Thank you for hitting that thumbs up. And of course, leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, anywhere you bang your ear hole. Share the stream and check the links in the show notes down below for SwoleNormousX.com. We are fresh off our accountability meeting yesterday, which is available in Swole TV for listening. It was awesome. It was awesome. A great way to start the week, the best way. Every single Monday at 12 noon Eastern time, we have our live call. So yesterday, it was private for members only, but don't miss out on a single live stream. Plus this Friday, like we do every Friday, we have another overtime segment coming up. Brand new DWG gonna drop. It's gonna be fucking lit. And last week's, man, the Chinese weather balloon, that episode was fucking awesome. So all that available for members inside Swole TV. Check us all out, SwoleNormousX.com. And we got Cal showing up, Loretta, Cerny, Logan, Jessica, Wax. How we doing? Mark. What is up, Logan? We are ready to go. We also have the Tainty Man. Aww. We got the Tainty Man and we got the church. They're locked. They're ready to go. Let's summon the Falcon and get today's Swole card exposed. Here we go, Beaches. Ow. Put some respect on it. All right, fam, it's Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. Do the hashtag Tainty Magooch in the comments down below. And what is a Tainty Magooch? Let's educate people that might be new to the show. How do you define a Tainty Magooch? We got to make sure we get everyone on the same page every single Tuesday. So don't be a beach, don't be a boosh, or you might end up like Tainty Magooch, and you don't want that. You don't want that. Let me tell you, you don't want it. You don't want it. Now let's get into that tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. Yay. All right, let's kick it off with an amazing Swole fam post. We got Brandon to start us off. Heavy ass leg day done. Started doing weighted poliquins since the knee is holding its own, and wanted to end with hack squats, but the gym is packed today. So I decided to murder my quads with Bulgarian split squats instead. Baby deer legged my goofy ass all the way to the sauna. Very nice. Very nice. We are fans. Don't skip leg day, beaches. Carson says, I've decided Sunday is my official fasting day. Just a reminder to keep focused during the week. Of course, my family is having Chinese food, which was one of my weaknesses from before. Funny thing is, though, it doesn't seem as appetizing now that I have cut out alcohol. Excellent. Good for you. Good for you making those positive changes. Americanized, like fast food Chinese, it's gnarly. It's gnarly. Greg says, Swole fam, I need a bit of help. I have not lifted or done deep yoga stretching for the better part of a year. Now the nature of my job and social life has led to my fit life taking a backseat here or there, but that's normal. No, it's not. And I've never had a problem getting back and recapturing gains. That's not normal. This time, it's different. I'm actually afraid to go back. The past 2 years have seen me suffer some personal and financial setbacks and family drama that led to a breakdown and system shock that made me lose myself. I've been slowly coming back mentally and emotionally, but as bad as I want to get back into lifting and becoming my old juicy self with a bit of sardonic swagger, there's a wall there that prevents me. I'm completely afraid that I'm not who I was and don't deserve to pick up a dumbbell again, out of some odd fear of failure and complete and total self-doubt. I don't know what to do or how to properly focus myself. Anyone with any sort of encouraging words or philosophic outlook that might be able to spur me along would be most welcome. Sorry for sounding like a crybaby. Well, Greg, there's nothing to it but to do it. So do it anyway. It's that simple. It's not going to be, there's not some magic key. Obviously, this is all in your head. You don't deserve to pick up a dumbbell again. So shut the fuck up and go to the fucking gym and play this clip on replay. You got this. You've done it before. You're definitely not the person that you were before. You're a different person now. So you're not your old self. Start forging your new self every single day and start focusing on one day at a time. The nature of your job and social life has led to my fit life taking a back seat. That's not normal. You're just not putting yourself first. You need to be not making any excuses. You need to be saying no more often and, fuck off with the social life. Enough with that bullshit. Obviously, it's drinking, eating shit, and doing things that you shouldn't be doing and are not helping you. And it's time to go because it's time to go. Go to the fucking gym, get it done, do what you need to do objectively. Doesn't matter how you feel. You'll come around. Forge it. You have to force momentum, get it started. You're not going to be motivated. You're talking about motivation and feeling like it, and it's not going to happen. And stop, and don't quit. Stop falling off and pretend like it's normal. It's not. Stop stopping. Comment is not normal. Do it now. We got you. We got you, bro. Matt says, fuck the Super Bowl. I'm about to go to war with the club for 20 minutes. Hashtag most people don't. And 7 pillars. Let's fucking go. Swole fam crushing it. Nice club work. And we're going to close it off. We're going to get this tip a little bit deeper after this. We're going to close it off with Nancy. And Nancy writes, hi, my name is Nancy. I'm French. Sorry, my English is basic. I'm here because almost 4 years ago, I had a little girl at the age of 46. Wow. And with the pandemic, it was really hard to lose the 15 extra pounds I still have. I'm used to training hard because I had competition, boxing and Muay Thai. But right now, without that, the motivation is not always there. Thanks to including me in the group. And welcome, Nancy. Very excited to have you here. And I will reiterate what we just talked about a second ago. Motivation's not going to be there. It's irrelevant. You might have motivation some days, which just means feeling like it. It doesn't matter if you feel like it or not. It's today, the sun hath risen, and it's time for you to crush pillar number 3. It's time for you to get your training done. So again, I always use this analogy. You might not feel like wiping your ass after you take a shit. Does that matter? I know it sounds funny or it's kind of ridiculous. Does it matter if you feel like it? You're taking a shit. I don't really feel like wiping my ass today. Does that even cross your mind? Whether you feel like wiping? No, you take care of it. You take care of it. You use your bidet or your wipes or whatever. You take a shower, whatever you got to do. You take care of it so you don't have shit butt. It's not a matter of feeling like it. You do it because it's time to do it. Same thing with your training. Same thing with your 7 pillars. Wipe your fucking ass. Front to back, by the way. Front to back. Yow. Yow. All right. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't yet. We're getting into some questions right away. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolia. We're in the knowledge cock portion. Great post from the Swole fam. I do like the deep posts. Some tough love. That was tough love. That was tough love from Greg. Greg's got to force that momentum. Force that momentum. Get it done. Fuck the motivation. And again, you're not the old person you were. I'm not the person I was yesterday. There is no yesterday. There's no such thing. And what Greg needs to realize is, it's just a story he's telling himself. He has his whole fucking narrative built in, and it's just got to be eradicated. Just ignore the past, forget it, ditch it, throw it out. It doesn't exist. The only thing that exists is right now. What are you doing right now? Get after it. All right. Knowledge cock. Here we go. Phone call time. This one's from Ephraim. Ephraim, you're on the sleaze.
Hey, Papa Swolio. So first off, I just want to thank you for giving me the motivation to go back to the fucking gym. Thank you. I just had a quick question. So, is it okay to do cardio, any sort of cardio, right after a session of lifting weights? Like normally, I'll lift weights and then I'll go and I'll do some HIIT, battle ropes and mountain climbers and burpees and all that. But I'm wondering, does that take away from, I guess, your pump or your muscle growth or your recovery or anything like that? Like, is it okay to do? Like, what should I be doing if I'm not doing it right? I want to make sure that I'm doing it right so I get the most optimal growth out of everything. Anyways, love what you do. Again, you're awesome.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you for the clear, concise question. Cerny says you're not lifting hard enough. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't really, I'm not a super big fan of doing excessive amounts of cardio. I think heart health is important. You can go for a walk. You can do cardiovascular activity after a workout. It depends on the split. It really depends on everything else. Like cardio is not going to make or break building muscle. I mean, of course, if you do a ton of cardio after, it's going to negatively affect your ability to build muscle mass. But if you're just doing a little bit, like some casual cardio, a lot of burpees and stuff, that's kind of like, it makes me laugh that people actually do those. But it really depends on the context of everything else. So cardio is like a seasoning. It's a spice. So you can have a day where you do some more higher repetition, get your heart rate up. You can get into different zones of cardiovascular activity. But if you're creating the proper stimulus with your muscles and giving yourself ample recovery, that should be enough. But if you really overdo the cardio, it can definitely take away from your ability to build muscle mass. So it really depends on what your goals are. I don't have enough context as to what you're saying, why you're doing a lot, and you don't have to do it every day. You don't have to kill yourself with cardio. You don't have to be drenched with sweat. You don't have to be exhausted. That's not going to help lean you out. That's not going to help build muscle per se. It's good for your cardiovascular system. So it's good to get your heart rate up. It's good to get into these different zones for cardiovascular activity. You could do so with sled work. You could do so with hammering. There's different ways to get your heart rate up. It doesn't have to be running. It doesn't have to be burpees. Like you said, it could be jumping rope. It could be going on a bike ride. It could be going for a run or sprints. I just like things that are more functional. I do a lot of club work, and I'll do mace, and I'll do kettlebell. There's a lot of ways to get your heart rate up. You could do sauna. That can give you cardio mimicking benefits. It really depends on how that interacts. So you're asking me, can it interfere? Sure. Is it beneficial? Sure. What are your goals? Are you trying to lean out? And I mean, you're going to do that with lifting and nutrition. So what's really important is that your weights are there, your overload is there, your nutrition is on point, your sleep is on point. And I would say you gauge and adjust depending on how your results are coming. If you feel good, if you're building muscle, if you're getting the results that you want, you're moving that positive direction, then keep it as is. You know, if you find that you're doing a little bit more cardio and you keep all those other variables consistent, you up the cardio and you're kind of slacking on maybe your strength or your recovery, maybe that's a sign that you need to pull back. So I would get standardized and get consistent with what you're doing and then adjust as necessary. So there's a lot of different ways to benefit your heart. Like I go for walks with Rufus. I take him on walks. I do sled work. I do swinging. I do sauna almost every day. So I do a lot of, I get my heart rate up. That's for damn sure. So it depends on, I would say if you're trying to maintain muscle and focus more on that, don't do like long duration cardio. I would keep it more interval type and sprints and high intensity, shorter duration, and do more like interval type stuff like that. In my opinion, it's better for fast twitch fibers and it's just more beneficial. You can stack more segments of high intensity training over a period, but long, slow duration, like a long walk or something like that is also great, or active recovery, bike ride kind of things. People teach their own. Let's see. Saiyan Zero, Pop Soy, why are you so fucking handsome? My goodness.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Well, that's subjective, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Saiyan. Coming in hot. Yeah. Made my nips tingle a little bit. Let's take another call. We got one from John. John, you're on the line.
Hey, Papa Swole, thank you for motivating us.
What's with the motivation
I was wondering about the fasting. Thou shalt not fast. I live in Norway, and it's really popular here to fast, like intermittent fasting. So what are your views on intermittent fasting? Why don't you like it? Or is it just me that misunderstood you? Thanks for your good help, man. Yep.
All right. First off, John, thank you for the call. From the dark depths of Norway. All right. Well, the "you shall not fast" is a joke. It's a joke, the shirt. So people are like, every time I wear the Gaindolf shirt, you'll see comments. What's wrong with fasting? What's wrong with fasting? It's from Lord of the Rings. You shall not pass, you shall not fast. It's a joke. Of course, if you're trying to make sick fucking gains, you want to be getting enough food. You're not really going to be doing a ton of fasting if you're trying to bulk up. But there's nothing wrong. Intermittent fasting just means not stuffing your face all day long. And I always talk about this. You're not really doing any kind of intermittent fasting unless you're doing like a 19-5 or a 24. If you're doing one meal a day, you're kind of getting intermittent fasting. But I would recommend even better, just do a day of fasting maybe once a week or whenever you feel like you need it. But intermittent fasting just means, hey, you're not stuffing your face all day. So for example, I always say this, the 16-8 is bullshit. I fucking hate it. It's so dumb. You're eating for 8 fucking hours. That's not intermittent anything. You mean sleeping and not eating while you're sleeping. All right. So 16-8 means you're not eating for 16 hours and you're eating for 8. That means you're eating from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's like, Jesus Christ, right? That's not intermittent fasting. That's just, oh, you're waiting till 10. Oh my God, you must be starving because you didn't eat for 2 hours. Oh my God, you must be starving eating at 10. I'm intermittent fasting. I start eating at 10 and I stop eating at 6. That's not even skipping breakfast. So, you know, you're only scratching the surface of a time-restricted eating window. It's a much better way to say it, time-restricted eating window. And I think that really should be 4 to 6 hours for most people, especially if you're trying to lose fat, if you're trying to make a lot of health changes. A 4 to 6 hour eating window is a great way to go. Okay. All right, let's see here. Cal, when are you coming across to the UK to save your brothers across the pond? Too many purple-haired cunts here. There's some local beef in it for you. Ho, 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 ho. Local beef. Is that what they call it these days? All right. To the UK. Do they still have vaccine requirements? Are they still pushing that shit in the UK? Just curious. Local beef. How's the beef over there in the UK? All right. Let's see here. Bum, 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 bum. We'll take one more call. This is from, look at his name. This is from Not Yoda. Not Yoda, as opposed to Yoda calling.
Do video with Yoda voice. You must do. Tell them to go to gym.
Go to the gym, you must. Go to the gym. Fucking Yoda. Very nice. We appreciate that. Go to the gym, you shall. Very nice. All right. Okay, fam. Okie dokie. All right. Emotional damage. All right, remember, if you want to call in, go to AskPapaSolio.com. Links are also in the description and show notes. AskPapaSolio.com. Call in, leave a question. We'll get to more questions tomorrow, so you can call in today. And, you know, it's a great thing to do, especially if you can't catch it live. We got one from Instagram, Anna M. Luna. Can I lose weight if I'm in menopause? Sure. A lot of women their hormones are completely out of fucking whack because of all the estrogens in their environment. So I would check out the book Estrogeneration rather than recap everything here. We talk about it a lot, and because it's not a specific question, it's from Instagram. We don't get any follow-ups live. So I would check out that book. I would also look into going pretty much an elimination, like a full elimination, going pretty much carnivore with like meat and fruit, grass-fed beef, organs, getting in beef liver, heart, kidney, spleen, bone marrow, really getting in those organ meats. That's very important for human health, especially females. So there's a lot of benefits to cutting out a lot of these inflammatory foods that are really going to come from vegetable oils, seed oils, processed sugars, and of course, many vegetables and plant sources. Depth Vader is triggered. The fucking gym, you must go. All right, let's see here. Giannis Petridis. Papa Swole, I want to hit the gym, but I'm only in middle school. Jesus Christ. And don't have much free time. Any help? I mean, train at home. You're in middle school, so you're what, 12, 13 years old? You got plenty of time. So You could do a lot of body weight. At your age, it's great to do body weight exercises, pull-ups, push-ups, even get into some yoga, watch some YouTube videos, try a free class, go to swolenormousx.com/links, try a yoga class. You can do a lot of stuff at home. So good for you. Good for you. Start him young. Saeed Salim Taleb. Both of my gym bros skip leg day.
Matt Damon. You would fool retard, man.
Tell them to don't. Okay, well, obviously language barrier there. Tell them not to. Saeed Salim Taleb's gym bros, they're not your gym bros if they skip legs. They're your gym sisters. So tell them that.
Emotional damage.
Abraham Leon Nueve. How did you get so strong? By lifting weights, heavy, and eating well for years. Thanks for the question. All right, these questions are, I'm just going through. This is just machine gun Swolio here, just boom, 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 boom. I'm crushing these. I'm not spending a lot of time because you obvious reasons. Papa Swolio, I am tired all the time. Tell me what to do to stop it. Jesus Christ, get some more sleep. Get some fucking sleep.
Damon.
Let's go to a live question because I'm about to slip my wrist. Saying, Papa Swolio, okay, my real question. Oh, that wasn't your question? How are you so fucking handsome? Damn it, bro.
Look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady in a wedding scarf.
I got excited. All right, my real question. Between 7 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., I drink 3 gallons of water a day. Holy shitballs. Okay.
Wow.
I work outside some and train 2 hours a day. People say that's too much, and I say that's BS. Is it too much? It's relative to your level of, to your level of output. You might not need that much. I don't see how, like, what's your lean mass? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? What's your body fat percentage? It might be unnecessary. It might be extra. I wouldn't say it's too much. It's going to harm your health, but it might be more than you require. That's a lot of water. Or are you doing electrolytes too? If you're not, you might not need as much water because you'll have a better, if you add some electrolytes, you might be more, you'll be more hydrated because you're getting all the other aspects of hydration, which is not just H2O. So keep that in mind too. Too much or plenty plus extra. So having extra water is not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're overdoing it, you can definitely be overhydrated. There's side effects to drinking way too much water. I couldn't tell you if that's exactly it, but I would make sure you're getting electrolytes in. You probably don't need that much. I don't drink that much. I don't see how you need that much water. Depends on how much you're losing, but it's really going to be more about electrolyte replenishment too. Sodium, potassium, magnesium. James Martino. I said that because I said it that way. Thinking about cycling off creatine. How long should I take off before getting back on? It's not a steroid. You don't have to cycle creatine. It's not an anabolic. It's not like your body has to reset. So I don't know where you got that from, but you don't have to cycle creatine. Okie dokie. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. The Jude 12. The Jude, not the Jew, the Jude. What do you think I could do as a 13-year-old to get ripped? The same thing that any human being would do. Lift heavy weights, eat quality food, plenty of protein and healthy fats, get quality sleep. As a 13-year-old, I wouldn't be so worried about going super heavy with weights. You can learn how to do it properly. Don't push yourself to absolute failure. Don't overdo it. If you're new to the gym or to training, that's about the age where I started, but you don't want to overdo it. But you can definitely learn proper form and get consistent with training and lifting weights and doing calisthenics and stuff like that. But as a 13-year-old, where most people are going to lack is quality sleep. Don't underestimate how much a good night's sleep, like going to sleep at a good hour, like 10, 11 o'clock or earlier, and getting up early. Okay, that will help tremendously. The one who asked, I suppose so. Is it okay to train abs on leg day? Sure. Abs are something that you can train more frequently and less overload and less volume. You could train that more frequently. There's certain body parts that can handle a lot more frequency, like forearms, calves, abdominals. So that's totally fine. You might not need to if you're doing like heavy squats, you're getting a lot of core activation. James Bowers, what is your tips For getting bigger arms, love you, by the way. Thank you, James. Love you as well. Well, the basics work. Proper nutrition, sleep, 7 pillars, all that. But bigger arms, I would focus more on the basics. Barbell curls, maybe easy bar curls, but I built most of my mass with doing just standard barbell curls. I love concentration curls. Preacher curls are fantastic. Incline curls are great. I only do a couple variations. You can do hammer curls. You can do reverse curls. That hits all aspects of the forearm and the biceps. What I would also recommend is just making sure that you, I would start swinging a club too. Get like a light 5-pound steel club and start doing 15, 20 minutes of consistent switching hands every like 30 seconds or a minute and learning, inside and outside circles and just practicing that, because that'll really strengthen your grip. It'll strengthen your wrist. It'll strengthen your elbows. And it'll allow you to go heavier. Grip is usually people's weak point, so they're not able to overload their muscles as enough because their grip suffers. And strengthening your grip, even if you use wraps and stuff like that, will help tremendously. And don't forget triceps. Triceps are the majority of your arm. So big shoulders, focus on the posterior rotator cuff, posterior deltoid. When you're doing shoulders, always train your posterior deltoid first. Make sure you're focusing on form. It's not about the weight. It's about the isolation, the time under tension. So a lot of good piece of advice there. It's got to be general advice, but all right, let's see here. Ryan, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. How much time do you recommend in the gym to bulk? Currently, I do a push-pull leg split. Spend about 30 minutes in the gym. Is that enough? Is it enough? Depends on where you're starting from. The time is really all about the volume that you can do. And the real question is, of the volume that you're doing, how hard are you pushing? Are you going to failure? Are you getting the most out of the sets that you are doing? And then you can increase from there. So a lot of people do a lot of junk volume. They don't push hard enough for those individual sets. You don't need to be doing 5 sets per exercise necessarily if you're not pushing hard enough, if you're not, pushing yourself to that limit, hitting that failure point in like 6, 8, 10, 12 reps. So time is relative to the rest periods, the frequency of your training. If you are unable to go to the gym as frequently, you might go longer per session. So that's going to increase the time. So 30 minutes might be okay, but it depends. If you're more advanced, 30 minutes generally won't cut it. But it depends on what you're trying to do and what your split is. Like you said, it's push-pull leg. So depends on what you're doing for those exercises. If you're keeping it to about 30 minutes, I would make sure you're focusing on the basics. If you're trying to build a lot of muscle, stick to the basics. So if you're trying to bulk up, don't be getting fancy with like concentration curls, barbell curls, barbell rows, T-bar rows, pull-ups, close grip bench press, skull crushers, tricep pushdowns, squats, hack squats, lunges, RDLs, deadlifts, the basics. You don't need fancy shit. If you're trying to put on just raw mass, like right now, I'm doing different things. The way I train now is not the way I trained 15 years ago, nor should it be. Like the way I train now is not to I'm not trying to just put on straight mass and just doing heavy press, heavy row. I do those things too, but I have other goals and other things that I do because I did that for a long time. I'm at a different point in my life. I'm at a different point with my split. I'm at a different point with my desires and my goals and where I'm focusing my attention. So if you're just trying to put on raw mass, focus on the basic compound movements. People underestimate the basic compound movements and you get them doing curls, double bicep cable curls and a crossover. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Those exercises are stupid. Don't get fancy. Move heavyweight. Carson, my son was wanting to supplement magnesium since he's starting track to prevent cramps. And just to have magnesium, his coach said it can accelerate puberty. I tried researching, but I can't find anything. Have you heard of anything like that? No. Magnesium can accelerate puberty. Never heard that in my life. Is it possible? I suppose. I've never heard that. I've never heard that in my life. Did he hear you correctly? I've never heard that. Doesn't mean it's not true, but I've never heard that. Magnesium glycinate's fantastic. Give him some electrolytes. Get some Element or Redmond Rheolite. Oh my God, James Martino, I need to bulk more. I had a kid come to the door with roses for my 5-year-old daughter. I thought I had more time. Oh, that's cute. Aww. All right. Yeah, I've never heard that from the magnesium. I mean, if you take like what excessive amounts when you're like 7, never heard that. Glitzkey, 1998. Is it okay to drink a beer after a wonderful workout? Okay or optimal? I mean, I'm your papa, I ain't your daddy. It's not going to help you. Beer is highly inflammatory, so is alcohol. It's definitely not helping you make gains. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot after you train, but you know, okay versus optimal is a different question. Steffi says, I heard you can get pregnant swimming in a pool. It's gonna swim in your puss. Playboy Ramo 1. Papa, I just started the gym. Do you have some tips? Yeah, keep on listening to the Daily Swole and check out the 7 pillars over there at swolenormousx.com, free download. Glad you got started. Just a super general question. We have lots of tips. We have 2,474 other episodes of tips. 36947. This guy just put in his social security number as his Instagram name. Why are you against fasting? I'm not. So I think just people misinterpreting a funny shirt that's a play on Lord of the Rings. Chili Con Carnegie. I like that screen name. Are rest days necessary? Recovery days are necessary. Rest days are not. So people misinterpret rest days and recovery. It's like, Papa, no days off? No days off. Going to the fucking gym means training. So if it's not an intense training day, can you do some yoga and that's your training? Absolutely. Can you do foam rolling and some mobility work? Absolutely. Can you go for a long walk? Absolutely. So you're still training. It's just active recovery. You're not sitting on your ass doing jack shit. All right. Michael Missoula, I called last week about supplementing GoRuck workouts with dumbbell. You want to add size. Well, if you want to add size, then don't supplement GoRuck workouts with dumbbell training. Supplement dumbbell training with GoRuck workouts. If you want to bulk up, lift heavy fucking weights. You know, you're doing AMRAP stuff. That's cardio. You're just doing a lot of cardio. The 60-pound sandbag and, 30-pound walking, like hiking. That's what rucking is. It's just, that's not going to help you bulk. So you want to target your muscles. You want progressive overload. Doesn't mean you can't do those things, but I would use the GoRuck stuff as more like active recovery. Do a lighter ruck, as an active recovery day, as a component. If you want to bulk up and add size, then lift weights, add size. Jaden Glenn workout split. Yeah. What about it? Like mine? I'm not going to go into it right now. We talk about that a lot, but what's your workout split? What are you doing? What are your goals? What's your experience? Workout split should depend on where you're coming from, how much time you're willing to spend training, what your access is, what piece of equipment you have. You're not going to get absolutely jacked if you only have access to body weight stuff. You're going to have limitations. So it depends on what you have access to. Jonah Hadstra or Jonah Dastra? Jonah Hadastra? I don't know. Who was your biggest inspiration? Varies. I read a lot of books. And listen to a lot of podcasts. But when it comes to like bodybuilding and stuff like that, of course, you got the classics, Arnold, Franco Columbu. I've seen Pumping Iron 1,000 fucking times. I used to watch it every night, just have it on the background in college. And Tom Platz is the fucking GOAT. So those are some really good in terms of like lifting and stuff like that. And also my grandfather too. And when I say that, so I've kind of talked about my grandfather a bunch. He passed in 2016, like in February. It's been like what, 2016? It's like 7 years. But he was never one of those like old people that didn't keep up with the times. He was always FaceTiming, iPads, computers. He was always keeping up with everything. And he got me into like computers. He got me into the internet. He bought me my first computer. So he was not like, decaying, frail, like disappeared. He actually stayed up with the times and he stayed super current. So that was always an inspiration to always stay plugged in and don't become like an artifact. It was good stuff. Jeff, I tried some yin yoga. Am I free from the timeout chair? You are, if you give us a little review of what you thought right in the comments right now. So what'd you think about the yin yoga? All right, time to go balls deep. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's deep. All right, here we go. How was your yin yoga? Did everyone do their homework? All right, let's see. We got an article here. Jeff said, felt great, loosen up my back. Nice. That's what she said. Nice. Now, are you frustrated? Are you like, damn, I wish I did that earlier? Okay. So let's go over this first. Our first. We have an article that I thought was fucking funny and I think completely stupid, and I want to rip it apart. So this article, it was in the Daily Mail. It says, is it now cheaper to eat out than buy groceries? Americans reveal it costs them less to get meals from chains like Chipotle and Cava. I've never heard of that. Than it does to cook the same dishes at home thanks to soaring costs of supermarket basics. This is stupid shit. This is really fucking stupid. So we don't even have to get into it, but let's just think about like how this is going to be broken down. If you go to Chipotle, what's it going to cost? $10-15 for one meal. You go to the store and you spend $8 on grass-fed beef, you're getting like 2 or 3 meals. So right off the bat, if you're talking about to make a Chipotle thing at home and you're buying like a head of lettuce, you're buying all this stuff, you can't buy a tortilla, you're going to buy like a pack of 15. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If you go to Chipotle, you're spending 10 or 15 bucks. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. You could buy a pound or two of beef, sweet potato, like it doesn't make any sense. It's not true. People are just lazy as fuck. So this is dumb. This is stupid. I just wanted to rip it apart. I hate your face. Let's see. The debate has reached a fever pitch in recent months after latest consumer price index showed that December inflation for groceries continued to be higher than for restaurants, blah, blah. Let's see. The TikToker from New York told her followers she had wanted a steak bowl from Chipotle, but had been trying to save money. Instead, she tried to recreate her favorite meal at home, but it actually ended up costing her more than buying the real thing. Well, ironically, it's the real thing. She bought the real thing. So she tried to recreate a Chipotle bowl. One meal. You can't buy just individual servings. You're buying a pound of beef. You're not buying 8 ounces of beef. I guess you can go to the butcher and be like, can I have 4 ounces of beef? Instead of spending $13 on a Chipotle steak bowl, which usually lasts me 2 meals, I bought enough ingredients to make 2 steak bowls at home for $35. So I call bullshit on that, but even if you divide it by 2 steak bowls, like, give me a break. It's because when you buy the steak, it's going to be more expensive because you're getting more out of it. Chipotle is giving you mostly fillers when you get a steak bowl. They're giving you very little beef and they're giving you mostly rice and filler. You're so dumb. This is so stupid. Incorrect. It's absolutely not cheaper. It's not. It's straight up not. It's just not. I mean, I don't even want to go into it. It's just not. How? It's not. It's not. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. Alessandro Ugarte. Papa Swolio, do you feel that people who don't put effort in fitness and do properly are the first ones to accuse people like you of using roids? Do people accuse me of? I mean, probably. Good. That's a compliment. Oh, you'll know. If I ever did like TRT, which I probably will, but not yet, I'll say it and I'll probably look the same or even more muscular. People always like to, blame, I don't know. People that take it, people blame people for other things. A lot of people just don't want to put in the fucking hard work. So maybe most people don't put in effort in fitness and anything else. Most people don't put in effort in anything in their life. And they're jealous of someone else getting results. Like people will talk about me, oh, this guy's just popular. All he does is tell people to go to the fucking gym. That's a small fraction of what I do. As much as you see that everywhere, that's just like the tip of the spear. There's so much depth with Swolenormous X and with the apparel and the podcast and shit that people don't see on the surface and all the previous thousands of episodes. Like, I don't care. I don't care if they see it or not. It's totally fine. It takes you years to become an overnight success. So people see the account now and like, oh, all this guy does is yell at the gym. Or he takes steroids. And okay, you don't know me, and that's fine. You're not supposed to know me. I showed up on their screen. I showed up on their 5-inch telephone screen. So they're not supposed to know anything about me. And actually, I prefer it that way. I'm totally fine with people thinking that I juice. I don't care. I don't care. I don't have to defend myself for anyone or anything. It wouldn't be a big deal if I was. It's like nothing else changes, but I'm not. And if I do, I would tell people that. But it still wouldn't change the fact that everything that I'm doing, I mean, I have so many years of being in shape. It would just help me maintain that as I age. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Let's see. We got some, of course we have stupid shit. Oh, gross. And ew. We're doing, I see. Oh, we're doing that one last. Okay, let's do this one first. This is from an account called Body Pasa Mama. It says, being fat is not a flaw. We got a song here, fam. We got a song.
What's in the box? I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
Here we go. Cover your ears and your eyes.
Being fat is not a flaw, but if you're fat.
Okay, I'm going to rewind this because I have to remove the bottom bar so you could see the fupa. Hey, all right. Oh my God, my eyes. My eyes.
Are there any women here today?
All right, let's play this again.
Being fat is not a flaw, but if you're fat, you're treated like an outlaw. Can we stop this, please, and thanks? We shouldn't have to squeeze our rolls in some Spanx.
I agree. You shouldn't have to, but you do because you like the sweets. You like them. You like the veggie oils, don't you? Oh, you like the cookies, don't you? Oh, was that a slap?
Thanks. Being fat is not a flaw, so let's be kind and give respect to all.
Shut up, bitch!
All right, yeah, that's the bee belly girl. That's the girl who's like, look, I have a bee belly. Turns sideways, like, ah, my eyes, my eyes. Okie dokie. So, okay, how many of you are fat or were fat? How many of you were fat? Can you tell me, were you treated like an outlaw? Anyone? Were you treated like an outlaw? Howdy, partner. Like John Wayne, you're treated like an outlaw. Where are you running from, Tex? Go ahead and skin that smoke wagon. Go ahead. Fucking Tombstone style. I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
I'm your huckleberry. That's just my game.
Oh, okay. Hoo-wee. Anyone? Anyone that was fat? I want to hear it. Anyone that was fat, were you treated like an outlaw? Were you like, oh my God, I'm being treated like I'm on a wanted poster in 1845? Anyone? Dory says no. Grizzly, no, but I was made fun of. Okay, well, I don't think outlaws were made fun of. So that's a no. Let's see. SH, I don't know who these people were dealing with daily. I was not. You were not treated like an outlaw. Okay. Jack, no, I was not treated like an outlaw. Thank you for the confirmation. Wax, I was 248 pounds and no one treated me badly. Jessica, I was treated better when I was fat than I have been while being thin and being fit. This is what we talk about a lot, right? What do you see the difference is now, Jessica? That you're getting shit for bringing food places, or like, oh my God, are you ever gonna stop working out? You're fine, like just whatever, right? It's like the fat phobia bullshit, right? People are self-conscious because you're taking care of yourself, yeah? Steven, less fat than I was, only person who treated me like shit about it was me. Loretta, nope, never. Not treated like an outlaw. James, I was overweight. I don't think I was treated like an outlaw, but it's all a self-confidence issue. This is important. Listen up. You think anything bad is because of your weight and not your actions. So it really comes down to you having low self-esteem about your obesity, like these people, right? The low self-esteem, you're self-conscious about it. So anything that happens to you, it must be about that because you hate that about yourself. There's your answer. We talk about that all the time. So James just nailed it. That's it. That's it. Again, they hate the way they look. They're not happy, but they're trying to lie to themselves and convince themselves that they're proud and that it's everyone else's fault. It's the patriarchy. It's white supremacy. It's capitalism. It's none of those things. It's the fact that you don't have good lifestyle habits or self-control or discipline that other people do. So that's a strange cope. Get off your ass and go to the fucking gym. So that's what I got to say. A little tainty, man. And let's take a look over at the church perch and fuck yeah, that's a good church right there. That's nice. Very nice. That's a good little church. That's a good church perch right there. Good church action. All right. Let's see. Ray, Papa Soy, is it just me or is it mostly an American thing for people to blame poor health and aging poorly on genetics? And the UK. UK is like... The UK views, like, here we call it like woke progressive bullshit. In the UK, that's like moderate. From everything I've seen. It's like if you have standard moderate beliefs here, if you were like in the United States and you're kind of like in the middle, you're like a right-wing nut job in the UK. This is like what I hear. And I just get all these perspectives. It's just, it's crazy from what I've seen. If that's incorrect, you can drop that in the comments. Mark, we're not going to talk about it. We've covered that a long time ago when it happened. So we went over that issue a long time ago. I'm not going to waste another breath on that. But I appreciate the question. Bubbles, Papa Swolio, I have a brain tumor and has been... Oh no. And I have been bedridden sometimes. I use a water bottle as weights to stay active. I can't move. Any other ways to be active when I can't leave the bed? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you looked into Pilates and things with like elastic bands and resistance bands? Because you can get ones that are very light and you could do a lot of like mobility and stretching. But Pilates was actually created. What was his name? Joseph Pilates. He actually did that. He created Pilates. That's why it's like lying down and doing all these things. Of course, now it's expanded to other things, but he created that to strengthen his muscles and joints and stuff like that when he was bedridden in the hospital. But bands, I would say, would be great and fantastic. We wish you the best, Bubbles. Mark, all I needed to hear. Indeed. I think you get the gist. Logan, just remember, everyone, Lizzo is healthier than we will ever be. Ain't that the motherfucking truth? I know what you want.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
I know what you want. All right, let's get into, we got 2 videos. We have one that's titled, Periods. So we're going to do that one last. It's long and it looks absolutely fucking horrifying. I'm just saying that anyone about to eat food? Anyone about to eat food? Anyone? If you're about to eat food, I recommend you pause after we do this next video. You might want to come back to this later. Okay? A hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. And
I fart in your general direction.
And we'll give that away at the end of today's episode. All right. If you are about to eat, we got one more video and then I'll do another warning. I already gave the warning at the beginning of the show. It's, it's rated TV, MANOC, huge pair of nuts on your chin. It's bad. I see the frame. I see like the freeze frame, the thumbnail. It's horrifying and it's long. It's going to be disgusting. Howard is absolutely coming out. So if you want to turn off the show, I do understand. I would actually recommend you not listen or you not watch. I actually resent the fact that I have to watch it, but I have to do it. We are going to go through. The only way past this bullshit is through. So I'm warning you. You've been warned. But first, this one's called, it's a stitch. So if you don't know what a stitch is, it's going to split. So it's going to be like a second part video after this initial one. And the stitch, the title of this video, my folder says, boyfriend told her to work out. Boyfriend based as fuck. Am I right?
We choose truth over facts.
Super based. You should go and work out. You should go to the fucking gym. So, or you can cry us all a river. Where's Timberlake? JT, where are you at? Cry me a river. Whoa, cry me a river. Go to the gym. All right.
I've been dating for 3 months. Just told me I needed to work out. I don't date. I don't
It's probably because you're fat.
date often. This dude was not even my type. He was a nice guy, and I gave him a shot.
I blame that very common piece of shitty advice that you'll see all over like Reddit in particular. That's like, if you're unhappy with her body size, just ask her to work out with you. It's not mean, and you're suggesting something to do together.
Yeah, this is coming from a Uruk-hai extra from Lord of the Rings. Yes, go to the fucking gym. It's not mean. It's actually beneficial to both of you. She's going to be more attractive. In other words, you're probably fat because you don't do physical activity. You probably are a little bit of a chunker. And if that offends you, well, then change it and be more attractive and feel better. It's up to you whether or not you want to improve your physical health and your attraction to the opposite sex. If you don't want that, then don't be shocked when people are like, I don't want it. Because that's what people are thinking. Most people are not going to be like, ooh, look at that gut. Look at that bee belly. Okay.
Everyone knows what that's code for. You are not fooling a single person when you say that.
Okay. I don't think there's an attempt to fool someone. I think it's a nice way, instead of saying, hey, you're fat, you should probably take better care of your health, I'll be more attracted to you. Would you rather someone say that? It could also be true. You go to the gym with the person that you're dating. That is fun. It is a fun thing to do with someone, especially with your significant other, to go and train together. That is a cool thing. So you could be a cunt and be overlooking the fact that people like to do that. It's an activity that people like to do. Just because you hate taking care of your body doesn't mean what you think it means. So you take that as like, oh my God, they're asking me to do something that I hate. Oh my God, they think I'm fat. They think I'm this. Maybe they also like doing that and they want to enjoy it with you. And you're probably also fat.
Plus size girls, curvy girls, thick girls, fat girls, they are
all fat. All acronyms for fat. Straight up. Plus size girls, fat. Curvy girls, fat. Thick girls, fat. These are all names to cope with the fact that you're fat. Can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me in the back? Hello? Hear me in the back? Hear me in the back? Fipia. Fipia for real. What movie is that from? Plus size, fat. Curvy, fat. Thick girls, fat. All just nice recategorizations for fat.
curvy girls, thick girls, fat girls, they are not projects for you to fix. They're not charity cases for you to work on.
They are projects for themselves to work on. They just don't want to work on it. They don't want to work on it. Charity cases. Well, have fun being single. Yeah. How's feminism working out for you? What's it like to be single and 40 and have no options? What's it like? Dumb beesh.
If you are that insistent on your girlfriend or wife having a certain aesthetic and you refuse to dig through that little noggin and figure out why that is.
If you are insistent on the person that you care about taking care of their health, oh my God, you have problems.
Where your preferences even come from and how that could pose an issue in a long-term relationship, date those women. Oh, they won't date you? That's weird. Kind of starting to sound like there's a common denominator, though.
Yeah, who dicks this one? Where's this one getting the PP from?
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
Okay. All right. Sounds like she needs to go to the fucking gym. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. But you're mean, Papa Swolio. Am I? I tell everyone to go to the fucking gym. I need to go to the fucking gym. Oh, Papa Swolio, you have muscles. Yeah, because I go to the fucking gym. Yeah, but you don't have to go all the time. Yes, you to maintain that and to build more. Yes. Oh my God. Investing in your health. Oh, the horror. The horror. The horror. Oh, for shame that you take care of yourself for your own longevity and for the person that you care about. If it's not only just for, hey, let me take care of my health so the other person doesn't have to push me around in a wheelchair and wipe my ass and bathe me because I can't move when I'm 68. How about that? All right. And yes, if you want to meet more people and you want to be more attractive to people, go to the fucking gym and take care of yourself. Don't be a lazy fat fuck. Sure, you can meet other lazy fat fucks and you can be fat fucks together. That happens. Fuck, it's America after all. It happens all too often. But if you want to be a better catch, if you want to be a higher draft pick, can we admit that it's a draft? It's the dick draft, right? It's a draft. Okay? If you want to be in the fucking 45th round, then don't go to the gym and keep on eating those hot Cheetos and crying yourself to sleep. Or start improving yourself, raise your value, take care of your health. One, you'll live a healthier, more vibrant life doing the things that you enjoy. Yes, you can still watch movies or play video games and stuff like that, but take care of your health so you can be alive longer and be able to walk up and down a flight of stairs without getting winded. And you'll also be more attractive to other people. You'll have a larger pool of people to choose from because you'll be more attractive to more people. Or don't. Just stop bitching about it. It's a fact. You don't have to like it. Facts don't require you to be like, ooh, I like that. I like that one. I don't like that one. That can't be true. You're fine to not like it. You're fine. Your feelings get hurt. That's totally fine. You have the freedom. The beautiful thing about this country is you have the freedom to cry about whatever you want. Holy fucking shit. Whoa. Oh my God. I got that in Dolby Surround. Woo-wee. Fuck. That might have been, is that all time? That was all time. That was all time. That was consistent. It had tone. It had flavor. I wish this was like 5D. That was awesome. And the tone, it was straight to the end. It didn't waver. It was solid. It was sharp. Holy shit. That's Super Saiyan right there. Power levels way over 9,000. Logan Tackett. What is that? What was that? Epic 10. Thank you, Cerny. Logan, how many zeros is that? That's one. That's a million. What is that? 100 billion? Abso-fucking-lutely. Nick, a 12 out of 10. Loretta, 12. Raise the roof. Jeff knocked my phone over. Broke the scoreboard. Let's fucking go. Even the French judge gave Papa a 10. Let's fucking get after it. Va au putain de gym. Woo-wee. Yeah, 100. Thank you, Dory. Wax of Valentine's belts. That's a 15. Woke both of my dogs up. Let's fucking go, Jessica. 15. Steven, man, I'm wearing earbuds that hurt. RIP headphone users. Thank you, Bubbles. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Felt the aftershock in Chicago. Wax, that touched me inside. Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Pedro rounding that shit up to a 10. Ooh, my goodness. That was like interstellar. I think there's like a time difference. It's 2:37 here. I think everyone else's clock in the East Coast is 2:36. Yeah. That was like the wave on that world, right? In Interstellar that saturated the engines. Oh, my God. I think I just shifted the space-time continuum there. That was next level.
Great Scott!
All right. Where were we? Let's take a question. We got one from Nancy. This is for a couple minutes ago. Papa, can I start a dick draft wing that gives these biches a makeover? These girls need a good bra, hairbrush, and some makeup. They need a lot of that, Nancy. I will say it's kind of like Lord Swoldemort. Like you get that dick, you get that real good Swole Fam dick in some of these chicks, and I'll give them the makeover. The makeover comes from within. They're rotten on the inside. They hate themselves. We need to coat that. Think of it like this. Ghostbusters 2. All right. Ghostbusters 2, when the Ghostbusters wanted the Statue of Liberty to move, they had to slime the entire inside to get the statue to move, right? They had to put the goo everywhere and play that music, in order to bring and to make it mobile. So that's what we have to do with the Swole fam. The Dick Draft is to literally blast the insides of these people and coat them with Swole slime. And then they'll start actually functioning like a human being. That was a good analogy. It's a good analogy.
I gave it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
All right. Splooge like Vigo the Carpathian. Where are we? What's going on here? That was like a 5-minute segue, 5-minute off ramp after that belch. I'm afraid to do it again. I'm afraid to ever burp again. Cause like, how do you follow that? How do you follow that? How am I ever going to burp on the podcast again? I think I almost ruined it. I almost ruined like the next time I do it, it's going to be like Brady coming back for the final season. It's just not, it's just, why do it? I feel like I should just hit end broadcast and that's it. 2475 in the books, done. Yeah. I don't know. I think I might have played. I might have played the ultimate hand there. It's literally Matt Damon and Rounders. I'll splash the pot whenever the fuck I please. Flop the nut straight. Okay, I'm just going through like every movie. That's it. That's it. Fucking Good Will Hunting. I'm going to see About a Girl. That's it. I'm done. I'm just going to leave it here. You
switch the samples.
Done. It's really something. Okay. It's a good segue. I know that might have seemed over zealous and overindulgent, but for those diehards Daily Swole fans, I mean, this is our, it's my magnum opus right there. Shadow Bear, I'm so used to you burping in my ear holes, I didn't even flinch. Oh my God. All right. It's like Harry Potter, expecto swoltronum. Just. Oh. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah, I was warning you to stop the podcast right now. Fam, we have our last video. I know we really leaned into that, but let's get another round of applause. I feel like it's still there in the air. Like I want to bring it back in. I want to do it again. I want to freeze it in the winter and skate on, then melt it in the summer and drink it. I want it back. Fam, this is called Periods. It's almost 3. It's a long one. It's called Periods. There's a comment on the screen. It says it's a period, hun. I'm just going to play it. If you're eating or you're going to eat, I recommend you don't. You've been warned many, many times.
What's in the box?
Many times.
Okay, sweetie. So
Apparently, you're not wanting to understand or listen. So, hi, I'm Mama Rose. I am a transgendered woman. I go by she, her, they, them pronouns. And I can tell you right now, my period I experience every month is very real, very valid, and very painful. But you know what? You go.
Is that a period though? Or are you just bleeding from your asshole? Yeah.
Ahead and keep invalidating trans women. You go ahead and keep telling them that their experience is not real. You go ahead and keep telling them that, because if that makes you feel like a real woman, if that makes you feel so big and important, sweetie, then you go do it. Whatever helps you sleep at night, boo-boo. But I'm here to tell you the real facts. Trans women experience menstrual cycles. Not all of us.
They don't. They don't. No trans women, none. 0 trans women experience menstrual cycles. 0. That's not being rude. It's not being rude. You're a man. That's dressing and, can you get surgery? Sure. You're not going to have a period. Get it? You don't. None. 0. Not being rude. Not being rude. Science. Not having a period. If you're bleeding out your asshole because you got fucked in the ass, that's different. If you put tomato paste up there, that's different. If because you did some kind of surgery and it's bleeding out your genital area because the surgery is the scars, that's different.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Told you to turn it off. It's your fault.
Oh, no, not all of us. No. Some of us are lucky and don't have to go through it. And then some of us, like myself, go through it every month. Every month. The cramps, the bloating, the fatigue, the nausea, all of it. The only thing I don't get is a menstrual cycle. I don't bleed.
So you don't have it.
There's tiny tuck, typical tuck, total tuck, and the tyrannical tuck.
That's the only difference. And if that is what makes a period for you, I am so sorry for you, because now you're also invalidating.
If a menstrual cycle is what makes it a menstrual cycle for you, I feel bad for you. Oh, ladies, how pissed should women be about all this fucking retarded shit? Oh, ladies. Ladies, men are so much better than you. We have to be women for you. Men are so much better at everything, even being women. Okay.
And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives.
Cis women, cis women who don't have menstrual periods, because that's real. But it's okay. You can keep invalidating people to make yourself feel more important. But I'm not going to sit here and allow you to invalidate my community or...
It's not your community. No one elected you. It's not how it works. Oh, God.
Myself.
Oh.
Because my experience is very real. My period I experience every month is very fucking real.
It's not.
And I have tried so hard to explain to you that you are invalidating the trans experience.
Doesn't take any work from anyone. It's not me invalidating it. It's not any of you invalidating it. No one's invalidating it. No one needs to invalidate it. That's the thing. No one needs to do anything. It's like when you divide a number by 0. It's undefined. It's just like, operation cannot be executed. Even the calculator, that'd be like, that's not a thing. So it's just not even an equation. It's not even something that needs to be invalidated. It's just on its face. Pun intended. I'm speaking to logical people with triple digit IQs. I know. It's just, Jesus fucking Christ. See, this is what happens. See, this is what's going on. The most normal woman in Ohio right now because of the ecological disaster. See what happens? See what happens when you have fallout from vinyl chloride? You see what happens? That's a horrible thing, by the way. So it might be too soon, but it's never too soon. But that's horrible. But see what happens? See what happens with these railway disasters?
Yikes, Chico.
Be safe out there. Okay, it's not done yet, but.
And you can say, well, I'm not. No, we're done. We've had this conversation. You didn't want to listen. And now I'm going to be putting you on blast. Here is your wake-up call. Stop invalidating the trans experience. Because my period is very real, and so is every other trans person's period that goes through it.
No.
Okay?
No.
And so is every cis woman who doesn't have a actual menstrual. Quit invalidating people because they're different than you.
No.
That makes you the wrong one, not us.
It's not invalidation. It's common sense and science and it's not even biology 101. You know that term? It's like, oh, it's like bio 101. No, it's not. It's like bio 100. It's like intro. It's like bio survey. Like a freshman year in college, it's like, hey, here's a general survey class. I'll get you a liberal arts credit. And it's just like, hey, it's going to be just some discussions about biology, like some philosophy around biology. It's not even 101. Stop invalidating a trans experience. It doesn't need any, again, I'm just going to lean into it because that person was militant and psychotic. It needs no invalidation. Okay. And newsflash, everyone has an experience. Everyone's got an experience. Your feelings need no validation. Like everyone's going to have feelings. We're emotional beings, but no, like I'm not going to tiptoe around for stupid shit like that. That's ridiculous. Some women, actual women, don't have their periods for various issues. One, like they're pregnant, they're on birth control, they have exceptionally low body fat. It's called amenorrhea. They might skip their menstrual cycles, and it's not a good thing. Carson, the trans experience sounds like a rave from 97. Betty Ford, I'm in perimenopause. Guess what? No more period, no more menstrual cycle. Duh. Okay. Well, before we leave, let's hit this.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Okay, fam. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. Very nice. Very nice. Lovely. What a great episode. I told you to stop eating. I told you. If you're like, Pop, I was about to eat, I fucking warned you. Hit that thumbs up button for the most epic mancast in the realm. You're not going to get more epic, horrifying, gaseous expulsions and experiences of various mentally unstable people than here on the Daily Swole. We're going to get you awesome Swole fan posts. We'll go over amazing questions and we'll really get to nitty gritty and inspire you to take better care of your health and follow the 7 pillars. We're also going to give you many examples of what not to do. And we're going to scrape the barnacles off the bottom of the internet. My God. My God. My God. Let's give away today's Swole card. We got a winner. We got a winner. Jaime Martino. Congratulations. James Martino, congratulations, you slut. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 2475. In the subject, your mailing address in the bio of the email. Congratulations. And thank you, everyone, for being here. James, if you have a soundboard request, and anyone else, soundboard requests, let's fucking go. Congratulations, James Martin. We got some piano cock coming up in just a moment. Will Papa Swolio keep his streak going? Undefeated. Undefeated. Undefeated pianolingus. Blame Canada. I don't have a Blame Canada. But I am happy to blame Canada. Very happy to do so.
How shall we fuck off, oh Lord?
Boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Goddamn, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
I got hairy legs.
That was horrifying.
Come on, man.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball!
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
I got you, fam.
I am the danger.
I'm Hubert Cumberdale. This is Marjorie Stewart Baxter. This is Milford Cubicle.
He's heating up!
I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Well, I could be wrong, but I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Loud noises! Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are there any women here today?
Coast to coast. Oh, undefeated again. Again. We got it now, fam. Fam, thank you so much for being here. 2475 in the books. We're done, eh? We're done with the 2475, eh? We're done. Go to SwoleNormousX.com. Join the fam today. We'll be back here for a Wednesday Sleazecast tomorrow. That's Wednesday. And go and, I don't know, wash your mouth out with some steak. Go lift some weights. I'm going to go and do another training session because I have to, like, raise my testosterone as much as possible after watching that. I am just... And check out the links in the show notes below. AskPapaSwolio.com to submit a question. Join us, SwoleNormousX.com. Fam, thank you so much for being here. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. And of course, make sure you leave us a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you bang your ear holes. We have 25 days left until P3S6, episode 2500. P3S6, Papa Swolio's signature series. My goodness, we're almost there. We're almost there. We'll have a thumbnail. We'll talk more about it in some upcoming episodes, but it's right around the corner. Thanks for being here. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.